Hi everyone, welcome back to SGDA's Student Game Showcase Section B. We're here with the team of Gulp from USC. I'm Jason again, and we'll have a Anuj introduce himself and the team.
Sounds good. Hey there, everybody. This is Anuj, webmaster for SGDA, and we're here with the team behind Gulp. So you guys can introduce yourselves, say what you did, and then we'll go ahead and get started with playing the game.
Right. Hello, I'm Nile. I helped out with art.
Hi, I'm Sam. I help with engineering.
Hi, I'm Bernice. I did design and producing.
Hi, I'm Aeon. I did the music.
Hi, I'm Shelby. I did the character art and animation.
Hi, I'm Oliver. I did the concept art.
And environment.
Yeah, environment.
Awesome. So you guys can get started, share your screen, and we'll go ahead and go with questions. Bernice and Sam will find these questions very familiar, as well as everybody else who was there. No, roughly what I'm going to be asking. Let me also make sure that I got you guys' requested question up. There we go. So, now, while we wait, or while we play this game, I'd like to ask, how did this game get started? What's the idea behind it, the development journey? Take us through everything.
Well, this was another self-imposed game jam. We're all currently working, three of us are currently working on this project, which is long and hard. So we wanted something playful to make and with low stakes. So each of us picked and came up with sort of a self-imposed rule, something that we had wanted to do for a long time but never got to. For example, mine was I really want to collect sparkly items in the game. So then that's why you see these sparkling, we call them Gemfish, floating around in the world. Aeon, do you want to talk about yours? How the consequences of that?
Yeah, I was very interested in seeing a game where dying wasn't so much of a consequence, just like any other platformer where you lose your life, you go back to where you started. I wanted there to be sort of like a different gameplay element that came along with like sort of losing your life. And that's where, it came sort of like eating the gems and sort of like catching your breath, but also making it to the goal, your goal, so to speak.
So actually, if you make it to the top, you may not win if you have completely transformed the situation. So there is like multiple ways to win and multiple ways to die. And Shelby's self-imposed rule was there must be blood and violence in the game. And that's why our players or divers very violently eating the fish, or keep fish that we just collected.
We can see the bloodshed if I do it right now.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Oh my god. I have to imagine Dave the Diver was like partially influential in this game for somebody.
Damn it,
I remember when I played this game, I like transformed. Oh god.
Yeah, dual attack.
Alright, let's see. I also.
Oh yeah, mine was pretty straightforward. I just wanted local multiplayer, and because I like a lot of the unintentional moments that come from it, like you're probably seeing right now.
My role was guilt. I want a player to feel a sense of guilt doing whatever. And as part of the character design for the Gemfish to make it look cute, and the player feel guilty for
As you can see, Shelby here, the orange character, ate too many Gemfish, completely became a sea creature, and because you're a sea creature, you cannot breathe the air. And now has one instead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job.
One thing that I really like about this game is, frankly, the expression on the character's face, because it's really funny. Especially as you eat more and more of the fish, I'm like, are they having a good time? Are they like about to explode? What's going to happen right now? Do you guys have any plans for the future of this game? Like maybe having online co-op, introducing different types of fish. Are there any plans for future development? I know that a good amount of you are directing your own projects right now, but
we didn't really talk about that, I think. Not until not until this moment. It could be cool to see something random like that happen. Because this was
Made in 2 days.
This was made in 2 days. It was kind of like a surprise thing. It's just like, hey, let's make a thing. And then it was made, you know. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think?
I would love to, and I would like to up the gore. I think that's something we have like gory VFX in Pixel.
leave like fish bones, you know, like Doom Glory Kill a Fish, all that.
And we also have a town map, so it's ready to make more levels.
Oh, let's go!
Gluttony.
This is like a, I think this is a biblical levels of greed from this fish.
Yeah, I just want to say this because it's one of my favorite parts when Shelby thought of the gore part and you thought of the part about guilt, Sam. I couldn't help but think of the game Fable, if you've heard of it.
Yes.
And you know, okay, so there's this thing you can do to like fall to the dark side where you just eat crunchy chicks. And it's just like baby chicks that are adorable, and you can eat them, and it's a very satisfying crunch. But you get more evil as you eat them. And I thought about that game a lot through the making of this game. I just felt like saying that.
The crunch was very satisfying. I was like, dang, now I want fish. I was like fully ignoring the whole, you know, ethics and morality. I was like, that sounds kind of good, actually. Let's see what happens. Let's see if I don't think Nile can win anymore, but you can certainly try. In the wise words of every DM that wants you to try something stupid. And you made it! Yippee!
And you made it to the next incarnation.
Exactly.
You'll notice that depending on how much Gemfish eat, the rate of your air running out gets slower, and then your jump power gets floatier. So you need to eat some Gemfish in order to win at all, but eat too much and you'll die like that.
I did notice when I played for the first time, I was like, wow, like it's a lot easier for me to like maintain my air. Then I got the service and then I died because I was a fraud. I was like, this is cool. I don't know why anybody wouldn't just like do this. And then I got the service and I was like, that's why, because you lose. In your experience, have you seen people play this game more cooperatively or more antagonistically? Has there been any pattern, or is it kind of just it depends on the people?
Actually, yeah. When we first put the tile map platforms in, we had the artist play because they hadn't played the level itself, and they started telling each other because it's local, like, "Oh, pass me a gemfish! Like, I'm running out of stuff. I need air. Like, pass." Me. Because you're able to pass gemfish and carry them to each other. Yeah, that was interesting. And we also noticed that sometimes if you get on top of each other, you can make it to levels you're not supposed to, platforms you're not supposed to by jumping off each other.
I feel like that's part of the fun of like seeing people break your game, being like, "Did not know you could do that. Good to know for the future." We are coming up on time for now, but as we wrap up, I'd like to ask, Are there any shout outs, any thank yous you guys would like to give to anybody? Feel free to now.
I think we're all here.
Everyone here.
Awesome. You guys can thank each other, So we can let Nile win, maybe.
Have a good time hanging out, and we also have fun making games.
Thank you guys so much for coming by and presenting the game. You can play Gulp on itch right now. Try and beat your friends or help them win. It's your choice. It'll be funnier if you try and make them lose. Just saying. This is the final game of our Student Showcase B. We'll be going on to our narrative fireside chat at about 4:30. Thank you guys for coming by, and we will see you in a bit.
Thanks,